Hey guys, welcome back. Speaking about relationships can be hard if you don't know enough phrases. In this video lesson, we'll go through common English phrases you could use to help you talk about relationships in English. Now, if this is the first time you're here on my YouTube channel, welcome. My name's Adriana from EnglishTeacherAdriana.com. I help English learners improve their English, boost their confidence, to finally speak English confidently. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on notifications so that you know, get that bell when I post my next video lesson here to help you improve your English. Now guys, in this lesson there'll be many new phrases to help you remember and most importantly, use them when speaking in English. I suggest that you use and apply the shadowing technique. So while you're watching this video lesson, copy, shadow, imitate me out loud to help you remember and most importantly, use them in everyday conversations. Go and find yourself a quiet corner and let's begin with the first phrase. Now the first phrase is to build bridges. To build bridges. Now this is a great phrase to use when you'd like to describe that someone is helping two other people cooperate. So to resolve maybe an argument they've had. So if you know two people that are fighting and you would like to help them solve their problem, you could use the phrase to build a bridge between those people. For example, Bob and Mary, they're great, they're experts in their field and our team needs them at work. But yesterday they had the biggest argument and now our boss is left building a bridge between them two so that we can continue working on the project. So here we can see the phrase to build a bridge being used to describe the fact that our boss is trying to help them cooperate, to help them understand each other so that they can continue working with each other. Again, pronunciation, to build a bridge. To build a bridge. To see eye to eye with someone. To see eye to eye with someone. Now, if you agree with somebody with what they're saying, what they're thinking, then you could use this phrase. For example, I'm glad we see eye to eye on which car we will buy. So here this phrase is being used to describe the fact that I am glad that we think the same. A little bit more advanced instead of just saying we think the same. Again, pronunciation, to see eye to eye with someone. To see eye to eye with someone. 3, to go with the flow. To go with the flow. Now this is a great phrase to describe the fact that you will go with whatever happens. So you're not too worried about any decisions, what will happen in the future. Maybe you're at work and people are asking you what will happen, what will you do in this situation, that situation. And if you really don't mind as to what happens or what will be, you could use to go with the flow to describe this. For example, the work Christmas party is a big thing. Everyone has their own ideas. But honestly, I just like to go with the flow. Whatever others decide, I'm okay with that. So here, I just go with whatever happens. Careful pronunciation, to go with the flow. To go with the flow. Notice here connected speech. It'd be weird to say to go with the flow. No, to go with the flow. With a, to go with the flow. 4, to be in someone's good books. To be in someone's good books. Now, if you're in someone's good books, it basically means that you are in a good position. If they like you, it may be temporary. Basically, you've maybe done or said something that has made that person really happy with you. For example, my student Jane is in my good books as she finished her homework on time. Careful pronunciation, to be in someone's good books. To be in someone's good books. 5, to get on like a house on fire. To get on like a house on fire. Now, if you get on like a house on fire with someone, this means that you get along really well with them. So you've clicked, you've got along really well. For example, I was surprised the students Bob and Mary got on like a house on fire after only knowing each other for 2 minutes. So here, I was surprised that they got along really well. Again, pronunciation, to get on like a house on fire. To get on like a house on fire. 6, to keep, get, be, stay in touch with someone. Now here you could choose any of the 4 here. I like to use stay in touch with someone. So if you stay in touch with someone, it means that you hear from them. So maybe you may see them, maybe you chat with them online, maybe you'll call each other up. Basically, you have contact with someone. For example, I try to stay in touch with my friends back home as much as possible. Again, pronunciation, to stay in touch with someone. To stay in touch with someone. 7, to make it up to someone. To make it up to someone. Now, if you find yourself in the situation where you maybe did something bad and you'd like to say sorry, okay? So you'd like to do something really good to apologize for that action, then you could use this phrase to make it up to someone to describe this. For example, I accidentally forgot that I told my sister we'd meet 5 minutes ago and she just called me. Completely forgot, and she was so angry. And I told her, look, I'll make it up to you tonight. Do you want to go to the theaters to see that new play you've been dying to see? So here I want to say sorry, apologize for that bad thing that I did, and that was forgetting to meet her. Again, pronunciation, to make it up to someone. To make it up to someone. Now 8 is quite informal, and the phrase is to take a shine to someone. To take a shine to someone. Now, if you or someone takes a shine to you, it basically means that they like you. So they like you immediately, first time that they've seen you. For example, Mary took a shine to Bob as soon as she met him. So here, she immediately liked Bob. Again, pronunciation, to take a shine to someone. To take a shine to someone. 9, to have a soft spot for someone. To have a soft spot for someone. Now, if you have a soft spot for someone, it means that you have some sort of feelings for them, but you don't really know why. For example, it's so clear that the teacher has a soft spot for Bob. He always gets asked the easy questions, and the rest of us in the class, we're stuck struggling to answer these difficult questions she's throwing at us. Again, pronunciation, to have a soft spot for someone. To have a soft spot for someone. 10, to be an item. To be an item. Now, if you're describing two people as being an item, it means that they are in a romantic relationship. So they don't need to necessarily be married or not married. Basically, they're in some form of romantic relationship with each other. For example, so Bob and Mary are an item, aren't they? Again, pronunciation, to be an item. Item, item, to be an item. 11, significant other. Significant other. Now, this is a great phrase to use to describe maybe your boyfriend, your spouse, your partner, somebody that you're in a relationship with. For example, I don't like to make any big decisions without consulting my significant other. Again, pronunciation, significant other. Significant other. 12, to cut someone loose. To cut someone loose. Now, if you cut someone loose or you've been cut loose, it basically means that that person or someone who has control over you, they no longer have control over you. For example, she's 30 years old and she still hasn't cut loose from her family. So here, she still is under the influence and control of her family. Again, pronunciation, to cut loose. To cut loose. 13, to be at loggerheads with someone. To be at loggerheads with someone. Now, if you're at loggerheads with someone, it means that you are really angry, strongly disagree with that person or that group. For example, Bob is at loggerheads with his neighbor ever since he planted that tree right next to his house. Again, pronunciation, to be at loggerheads with someone. To be at loggerheads with someone. 14, to have it in for someone. To have it in for someone. Now, if you or someone has it in for you, they are determined. They really want to criticize you. So to do something bad, maybe to say bad things about you, then you could use this phrase to have it in for someone. For example, we don't know why, but for some reason, a boss has it in for Bob. So here, has it in for Bob is being used to describe the fact that he is always criticizing him, and we don't know why. Again, pronunciation, to have it in for someone. To have it in for someone. 15, to have it out with someone. To have it out with someone. Now, if you have it out with someone, it means that you talk it out. You talk to try to resolve some problems that you have. For example, we think that Bob and our boss should have it out with each other to avoid a big argument at work. So here, we think that they should talk, resolve their problems that they may have. Again, pronunciation, to have it out with someone. To have it out with someone. 16, to rub someone up the wrong way. To rub someone up the wrong way. Now, if you rub someone up the wrong way, it means that you irritate someone. For example, Bob rubbed Mary up the wrong way when he'd asked her if she'd put on weight. Again, pronunciation, to rub someone up the wrong way. To rub someone up the wrong way. 17, to two-time someone. To two-time someone. Now, this is not a good thing. If you two-time someone or if someone's two-timed you, basically means that they're having a romantic relationship with two people at the same time. For example, our next door neighbor's husband was caught two-timing her. So here, two-timing is being used to describe the fact that our next door neighbor's husband was having a relationship with our neighbor and also another woman. Therefore, pronunciation, to two-time someone. To two-time someone. 18, to keep to yourself. To keep to yourself. Now, if you keep to yourself, it means that you like to be with yourself. So you don't like to share ideas, you like to keep quiet. Basically, you like to be a little bit reserved and with yourself. For example, you'll never find English-speaking friends if you always keep to yourself and don't go out and meet new people. Again, pronunciation, to keep to yourself. To keep to yourself. 19, to move in the same circles. To move in the same circles. Now, this is a great phrase to use to describe the fact that you socialize with the same people with similar interests. For example, I've never personally met your boss. We don't move in the same circles. So here, to move in the same circles being used to describe the fact that we don't have the same interests, we don't have the same lifestyle, we don't know the same people. Again, pronunciation, to move in the same circles. To move in the same circles. 20, a stormy relationship. A stormy relationship. Now, this is a great phrase to use to describe a relationship with a lot of disagreements and a lot of arguments. For example, after a very stormy relationship, they decided to get divorced. Again, pronunciation, stormy relationship. Stormy relationship. Remember, guys, that practice makes perfect. Make sure to watch this video lesson a few times. Use and apply the shadowing technique. So listen, copy, imitate me to help you remember, but most importantly, use these new phrases when speaking in English. Let's take it one step further now by completing a homework task together. Watch this video lesson for a third time, choose 5 new phrases, and use them in a sentence in the comments below this video. Also, guys, if you found this video lesson useful, please do let me know by smashing that like button. Like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on notifications so that you know you get that bell when I post my next video lesson here to help you improve your English. Continue learning with me by downloading my free audio guide where I share with you exactly what you need to be doing every single day to drastically improve your confidence speaking in English. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in my next lesson. Bye for now.